Hello everybody, my name is Dice&Autism and I tell stories on the internet. You guys may know I have a long-running series on here on the internet called the Fighter Saga. You may have seen clips of it here on YouTube or on other apps like TikTok, where I tell really sad D&D stories and torture D&D characters with. And I do that because you guys like it when I torture these characters and make you cry. The only person to blame about this is yourself, so woo! Shifting blame aside, I have been doing this for a long time, and I have been doing a terrible job keeping everything organized for you guys to kind of understand this dramatic D&D soap opera that is the Fighter Saga. Until today, because we are debuting a series on here where we're going to be breaking down the world of the Fighter Saga, the characters, what plot points happens, and all that juicy jam that you guys have been demanding to be at one simple, singular place. You guys ready for this? Because I am. Let's do this. Woo! Alright, so where should we start off first? Ooh, I know, the world. The platform where all the sad stories are being placed at. The setting of the world of the Fighter Saga is set in a country called Odaleece. This country has a lot of places in it, but we're going to be focusing on the key major locations in this country. Starting things off is the city that runs the place, the Razier Empire. Well, the Razier Empire has a bloody history, to say the least. They're not the greatest at running the country. Generally, they have ruled things over with the classic phrase, talk shit, get hit. And they do that a lot, like say something bad about the country, say something bad about the emperor, say something bad about the knights, go to jail. Even worse, if you start a rebellious group that's trying to overthrow the Razier Empire. The group that's trying to do all of that is called the Rooted Dandelions. They're sort of underground and small, but over the years they have gained more traction and they even got high political figures backing them up and being their spokesperson. But they're also a forbidden subject to talk about. Apparently, the Tyranny Empire doesn't like it when they talk about the rebellious group trying to overthrow them. Who knew? The family that runs the empire is the Monceau clan, and its current leader is a young man named Vilson. Do the people like the current emperor? Well, not really. It's complicated. But rumor has stated that he's in trying to turn a new leaf and trying to dismantle the Monceau dynasty. Woo! And the people who are running the country are basically the first family who founded this country and settled into it. Fun fact, they have a lot of blood on their hands from all the backstabbing and politicking they did to stay in power. They have advisors, sure, to help them out in small political things, but they basically run the country by themselves, and no one, I mean no one, is going to get in that way. Next up is the Amethyst Glass Academy. This is basically a hub for all magical places and for magical students, where they offer free tuition for school for anyone that has an interest in magic or wants to learn it. They accept all those who can cast magic and teach those who wants to learn it in their doors. Doesn't matter if you're 1 to 80-year-old, they will teach you. They also have a research branch called the Menagerie Library. They have magical artifacts, legends, and secrets that the Razier Empire doesn't want anyone to know. Currently, the relationship between them and the Razier Empire is kind of neutral. The Razier Empire is smart enough to know not to fuck around with people who can cast Fireball, but they're also concerned that there's a whole bunch of magic people in one place and they're sitting on top of a bunch of secrets that the Razier Empire definitely doesn't want people to know. Nobody listen to the secrets. Do not look behind this wall. It is nothing. There's always rumor that they could always go to war with each other, but for the most part, it's just really awkward family tension at Thanksgiving dinner. Then we have the Broken Coast. The Broken Coast is an island that was once used as a prison, but the prisoners rioted and took the land back. So now the island is a hub place for thieves, criminals, and cons to live in peace. Apparently the person in charge of this place is called the Boss. There's not a lot known about the Boss, nor have people ever seen them. But the Boss is respected on the island. Even though the land is filled with lawbreakers, there are certain rules you just don't break, especially with the Boss in charge. And if you do happen to break any of these laws, don't steal from one another, be kind, just generally don't be a dick, you're fucked. Legitly, you're really fucked. After that terrifying encounter, we're gonna move to a more happy place. A place where the arts and business can join together in perfect harmony without the soul-crushing realization of capitalism is sucking you dry of everything that you own and possibly will kill you. That's right, America, you just got burned by a D&D nerd. Yeah! This place is called the Golden Road. This place is all about helping small artists and small businesses succeed. There's a board of people making sure that money is distributed to the right people to the right amount. They're called the Grand Guild. These guys are in charge of helping people get loans, ads for their places, and help setting up their businesses. They even provide free advertising and marketing and economics for people so they can understand what they're getting themselves into. They also make sure no one is trying to abuse the system. And if you do, well, guess what, buckaroo? There is a special jail right for you, because you're a big time scammer. That jail cell is reserved for people who try to do gross capitalism stuff, scams, or any other unethical, disgusting business motto thing with bigger that people do because money makes the world go around. I gotta throw up about that one. Alright, so what's next? Well, we have a neighboring country that's considered the sister country of Odaleece, and that small country is called Monosilka. It may be a pretty small place, but people live there. Well, did. You see, what happened is that the land is sort of condemned because the only thing that's living on there is undead monstrosities, and, you know, being a zombie is not good for anything unless you're like a really hot zombie. Yo, Mr. Zombie, wanna eat some brains? Why did this happen? Well, a necromancer that was posing as the queen's advisor may have, like, you know, tried to, like, take a pull for power and get their asses on the throne because it's a nice, comfy throne. It's got, like, velvet and cushions. It's got little, like, cup holders. You can put your wine glasses in. It's very, very nice. And it's got a little butt warmer there. Nice butt warmer. You know, snap fingers, your butt's still, butt warmer. You need to move on. We need to get back on track here. So, due to the necromancer raising all of his undead friends, all the people of Monosilka ran off the island. The queen actually sent a letter to the Razir Empire asking them to help displaced citizens immigrate to Odaleece. But you want to know what they said to that? Tough shit, we don't give a fuck. They did not help at all. All the citizens who came from Monosilka to Odaleece kind of got roughed up a bit. Basically, there's been no room for them, and it's been a big button issue ever since. A lot of the people from Monosilka, including the queen herself, aligned themselves with the rooted dandelions to overthrow that stupid Razir Empire government bullshit because guess what? They dicks! Flappy flappy dick! And that is the major places of the country Odaleece. Pretty cool, right? Now this is a ongoing project, so if you guys want like any other topics to be discussed about this, the environment, biology, or just like how like citizens interact with people, or even other brand new locations and factions, please let me know in the comments below. I check them out and it makes my heart smile to see you guys enjoy them. So I want to thank my special Patreon and Ko-fi members for backing me up on this video here. You can see their names scrolling down or fading into, however the editor decides to like make them appear like that. And they help keep the lights off and everything. And if you want your name to be shouted out at the end of these videos like these lovely people, then please consider being a member of my Ko-fi or Patreon. You guys get special access to cool things like a special channel on my Discord server, get to hang out and play video games with me. You guys get to decide on what kind of video I do for YouTube, or what kind of video I do for my Path to the Father series, or the Fighter Saga stuff. Yeah, you get to choose what kind of video you want me to do, but it all has to be in character for them. It can't be like doing some big ol' retconny thing, unless it's like a dream scenario. Then we understand that. Yeah, you had all that jazz. So yay! I hope you guys enjoy this series that I am working on, and I will see you guys later. Okay? All right. Peace.